Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so today we are going to dive into the tutorial for our Snickers. I have been asked a lot how to recreate this. So what better time than now? So for this, you are going to need Crayola air dry clay. I've already been playing in the clay, so ignore my hands. But this you can get from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. And it's like $10 for a big, huge container of it. So I went ahead and got me out a big old thing of it, and we're just going to condition that. You want to make sure you condition your clay really, really well. Just warming up with your hands. This is going to help prevent cracking and creasing. And, you can use, there's so many different clays out there, but they all serve for like different purposes, right? And so um, I wasn't I didn't have a lot of knowledge in clays or anything like that up until here fairly recently, actually. But getting into all these fake bakes and stuff like that, I've learned a lot. Um, and so for a project like this, the foam clay and the model magic and stuff like that, just it for something with a lot of detail like this, it just doesn't work well. This is easier to mold and it's heavier and it keeps its shape really well. So like foam clay and stuff, it'll expand and stuff after time. So I don't do a whole lot with air dry clay, but I have found with things like this is like your go-to. So after you're done conditioning your clay really well, you're going to want to roll it into a snake, a worm, a log, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so for this, you're going to kind of push it down into your hard surface because you're going to want all four sides to have a flat end, or to be flat, I'm sorry. I picked up some glitter. So apply some pressure and really push it down. And flip it and push. Flip and push. Let me know if you guys are crafting with me right now. Or if you plan to make this. It's actually fairly quick to make in the sense of like steps, in my opinion, but it just, you've got to let it dry like in between stages, so that's what takes the longest. Okay, so then you're going to pick it up and push down. I wanted to cut my ends off, but I forgot my blade. So flatten your end. And then just go in. If you have any cracks and stuff, just rub on it and it'll smooth down. I think I'm gonna have to cut. I have a big like missing chunk right there. Okay, so you can just take your finger and smooth all this out, and then, I mean, if you really have to, you can even take some water and smooth your little lines out. And they come right out. This side over here, though, wants to keep giving me a fit. And it doesn't have to be perfect, y'all, because we're going to be painting it too. So definitely does not have to be perfect. And I'm one who actually loves imperfection. And with projects like this, I just feel like if it's perfect, it's not, it doesn't look real. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with imperfections in any project that I do, just because I love old and like rustic and stuff. So I love like weathered, like the weathered look and stuff. Oh, I forgot a toothpick. Okay. Now I think I'm going to, do I want to cut this one in half? I cut my first one in half. Do I want to cut it in half? I guess we'll leave her like this. Okay, so you want to get another piece of your clay. And on the top, there's like, I don't know what it is. I guess it's just like the chocolate from being dipped on the top, like the little ridge. So we're going to make that right now. I'm just going to roll that out. Don't make it perfect. Like, make some areas chunkier than others and stuff like that. I'm going to roll mine a little bit more though, because it's kind of, you know what, I think I'm going to just take some off. Too long. Okay. Now we're just going to place that in the middle. Push it down a bit. Not too hard, because you don't want to lose your shape. And then I'm going to take a couple more pieces just to kind of have it come in like out on some of the side. Do one more. Okay, and then once you get that on there, if you have like a dotting tool or anything like that, you want to smooth your lines into one another. And I'm just going to use my fingernails, y'all. and smooth it into there. My little girl's been sick, and um like my brain's been all over the place. So I came over here and forgot almost all of my material. That's okay. So I'm just kind of smoothing it down a little bit into the other clay. All of your ends. But if you have like a dotting tool, I know a lot of y'all are crafters, so I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The little ball on the end. You can use that. Okay, so like I said, don't be perfect. It's okay if it's messy. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this little tool that I have. You can get these like at Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, but I actually get mine from the Dollar Tree. So what we're gonna do now, let's go in on this side because this side's um a little more square. I'm gonna go and make a very thin line dividing this little piece right here, because this outer piece right here is going to act as our chocolate. You're going to go down the side, cut through the middle of your square, and down this other side. Now this is the very, very tedious part. Then you're going to go and scrape out some of this inside. And remove that out. So this is where your caramel and your nuts are going to go. If y'all can hear the footsteps in the background, my daughter just woke up. She has not been feeling good. All right, so you're just going to dig all of that out, but make sure you keep your outer, corners, because that's going to be painted brown for the chocolate. And you don't have to go like very deep in there. Just enough to where we can get some nuts in it and some caramel. So I think I'm just going to leave it probably like that. Okay, so then you're going to continue to bring your line down. And now you can hear my cat. Okay, so just to have this line right here so that we know where to color our chocolate. And then you're going to take your pick and you're going to just start picking at this part right here. We're not removing this, but we're just going to pick it and pull it up. You don't want just holes. You want to pull it up because this is the, what is it, nougat? Is that how you say it? The nougat part. And you don't want to lose a lot of that clay because you need that texture of what you're pulling up to give it the look that we need. And then I'm just going to come and trace back out right here and get that extra clay out. And that's it for this part, y'all. So we're going to let this dry overnight. And then tomorrow we will come back and paint it. And then I'll actually probably do like a third part, let the paint dry for a little bit, and then come back and fill with the silicone. Now, when we use the silicone, you're going to need to let that dry for several days because that silicone takes a while to dry. Also, for your nuts, you can use polymer clay and make your own nuts. Just get the like that transparent color or whatever and make your own. But I use the cob bedding that you can get from like Walmart and the pet store and stuff like that. And I'm going to, at the end of this, I'm going to post a picture because when I first heard about that, I was like, what the heck is that? But it takes a while to dry. But I'm going to go ahead and attach that so that if you guys are doing this along with me and you need more materials and you're not sure what you're looking for, you'll have a picture for reference. Okay. So we're going to just let her dry. I hope y'all join me back tomorrow for step 2. It's really not hard, I promise. It's not. It's just keep messing with it, keep shaping. The biggest part is making sure that you're digging out this middle and just leaving your little lines right here so that you can color that part the chocolate. Those are really the biggest things that you need to make sure of. And the part about that's hard is that, you know, it needs to be thin, and so that gets a little intimidating, but it's fine, I promise. And then also from some of the little bits that fell out that I just put back in my container, if you lose a lot of yours right here, just grab what came out and just put it back in there. But like I said, you don't want to just poke down because then that's just going to create holes and that's not going to give us the texture that we're looking for. So if y'all have any questions, please do not be afraid to ask. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.